guys, we're back to Channel 4! Another reaction. We're back at it again with the demon himself, Alex Terrible, lead frontman of Slaughter to Prevail, has just released a newly released single, ladies and gentlemen, which is already an insane statement in itself, because the latest album, Grizzly, I believe was released last year, on the last, fall season, or something like that, so it's been quite some time since they released their latest album, so they're already coming out with some new stuff. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit, man. I don't want to piss the man off. I don't want to piss the demon himself off. So the more music from these guys, the better, in my opinion. So I'm just really eager and very excited, man. Slaughter to Prevail definitely, is one of those all-time, energetic bands. It's definitely one of those top bands for me, at least on the deathcore, side of things. So just so heavy, so intense, so chaotic. Alex himself is an anomaly. He just got summoned out of the fiery pits themselves and just, came out of nowhere and just to create this amazing and unforgettable band, man. All the band members in this, band are talented, especially the drum man. Calves of steel, 1,000 BPM speed when he could do on the double bass, man. These guys are just insane. I have no idea how he found these guys or if they were all long-term friends, but let me just say, they're just a well group of talented, creative, characters, let me just say. But I'm super excited, man. But this one does have a similar name to the Baba Yaga, single that came out, a couple years ago. So it does sound similar. It's called Baba Yaka. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. I'm not Russian, I'm sorry. But I do believe it's a different song. I don't think it's a spin-off of that song. I don't know if it's a continuation of that song. I'm super excited, man. Let's just get right into it. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe and appreciate it. And it's real help me out. And if you like Slaughter to Prevail just as much as I do, be sure to like this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome videos. Well, just get started. Nice heavy bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, no time wasting. Let's get right into it. This is Slaughter to Prevail's newest release track titled Baba Yaga. Already in. Man, they know just how to punch you right in the face. Ooh. They love their two-steppies. Very easy to headbang too, though. Whoa, what are we doing? Wait till some sermons? My man's speaking to us. Well, there's some creepy singles here. Creepy cleans. No, fight back in. Man, it's so simple, but hits so hard, man. Yeah, I love that tone. Man, this is very different from Alex, though. I know he's been practicing these cleans a while, but definitely adds that, different element. Very chanty, though. Speak to me, Alex. I don't know what you're saying, though, but... Alex, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Let me strap in first. Let me strap in. Oh, we're riffing it up. Let's get it. Let's go, boys. Put me in. Be 1,000 BPM. Oh, we're not done. Jesus, they have to add that one little bit. They have to add that one little bit of tease at the end of the track there. But, oh my god, wow, ladies and gentlemen, you can't not deny, man. You can't expect a Slaughter to Prevail song. You cannot expect that because you don't know what the hell's gonna happen. You have no idea what you're gonna sign yourself up for. You have no idea what's gonna come your way, from the intensity to the breakdowns to the blast beats to the solos to the riffage. You have no idea what's gonna happen, man. And this song definitely proves that, man. What a banger! What a slapper, man. Like I said, these guys are just one of those easy bands to just slap on, to let some aggression out. Just if you want to, two-step on, just some vibes like you're just marching off. When you just sound like you're marching off to conquer something, you definitely want to put these guys on, let me just say, because they definitely amp you up. They definitely give you that energy that you need to conquer something. But this one is very different across the board for me personally. But I don't know, I feel like I've heard this one before, especially when he did those, clean sort of talky, vocals that he was doing for the chorus. I felt like I've heard that sort of line before. I don't know if it is a single off the latest album, but I don't know. I don't know if it is off the latest album, if this just is a live, video for that song. I don't know, but I feel like I've heard that before. I don't know. It just kind of resonated with me the first time I heard it. I'm like, did I hear this song before? It sounds very, familiar. But like I said, when he does do those clean sort of, weird talky style vocals, man, it's very different for Alex. I know he's been kind of working on that style a lot lately, especially on mostly on some of the tracks on like off the latest album too, as well. He's been kind of playing with that sort of vocal style. He's been kind of doing that sort of thing a lot more, just to maybe add a little bit of difference for the songs, I would say, because it does sound very chapel-y in a way, if that is a word. But when he was doing those when he was doing those kind of like weird sermon-y kind of vocals, it felt like we were in like a religious space, if that makes sense. Kind of reminded me of Crushed from Parkway Drive a little bit, when they started the song off with those kind of like with those sermon-y style vocals. If you guys know what I'm talking about on that track. But when he was doing those kind of cleans, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Rammstein-esque, especially they are a foreign band, so they are singing in that kind of sort of like their native language. I think he's singing in Russian, so I don't know what he's saying, but when he does start singing like that, it does sound a lot like Rammstein, because I know they're like music styles and vocals are quite similar. So I don't know, maybe he takes influence from them as well. Maybe that's why he started doing this sort of clean vocal style thing. But I don't know, it's very different, very interesting. I like when bands try something new. I like when they start instead of the just non-stop blast beat energy, they like to add a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spice within the the track and stuff like that. But all I can say is these guys just love the two-step beats. They love those marching, just full force, right in your face energy, just beat down heavy. You just feel like you're getting punched every time. You just feel like you're getting punched in the face every time those drum beats start jumping, those drum beats start marching. It's just so intense heavy. And then breakdowns, you already know it's going to be a chaotic mess when these guys start breaking down, man. Those pits are insane. People are flying all over the place. No one knows what the hell is going on. Just when they start breaking down, you already know it's going to be a crazy ride, let me just say. It just feels like you don't want any of these songs to stop from these guys. You just want to keep the energy non-stop going, 0 to 100. You just don't want the song to end, and that's what I feel like when I listen to these guys, man. I just want to keep the energy going. I want more. I want to hear more. I want the song to keep going. Play the next one. I want to keep my energy up. So that's why what I hear with these guys, man. They're definitely an amazing band. Hopefully I get to see them live one day. I'll stay clear of the pits though. I'm not going near that, so I definitely know I won't survive that. So I'm gonna be staying clear away from that. But I'll just watch from afar. So just for my own safety. But like I said, if you guys saw these guys live, maybe on the Warped Tour last year or any other local venue or show, that you guys be sure to let me know, because I do know I've seen clips of Alex. He's definitely insane front man. He's definitely his stage presence alone is just crazy. He doesn't even even need a mic for some songs, you know, just how loud and vocal this guy is. I don't know how he has that much raw powerness inside him, man. It's just crazy to me. And then who knows what this year has to hold for them, man. It seems like these guys are nonstop with their touring, nonstop with their vocals, nonstop with their music writing as well. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen this year. We already gotten some prizes on some, you know, some surprise releases this year already, and it's only 2 months in, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here. Just going through a single banger channel, and you don't want to miss out on a single one. Guarantee that. I'll see you guys in the next one.